So some very incredible news came out earlier this morning, and it's crazy because what timing? Literally yesterday, I made a post talking about Ruri Dragon, and I asked the question, will it ever return? And the reason for this is because, FYI, Ruri Dragon has been on an indefinite hiatus for over 500 days. Way over a year at this point, almost a year and a half at this point, and the reason for it is because the author of Ruri Dragon had some unexpected health issues. We never got concrete information on exactly what was going on there because obviously the author, is entitled to their privacy, but the point is that it could have been a lot of things. It could have been the stress of a new series within a manga, the weekly release and deadlines, to just, underlying health issues that's always been there. Just, there's so many things, but basically, for a very long time now, it's been up in the air if Ruri Dragon would ever return, because it had like 5 chapters. Like here, I'll even pull it up here. There was only 6 chapters ever released. The last chapter was released on July 24th, 2022. Way over a year ago, and basically got a full volume release. It sold very, very well in Japan, so it basically said that, yeah, there is a lot of attention on Ruri Dragon. A lot of people do want to read this said series, and it was a very different and unique series that released in Shonen Jump, and I'll talk more about that in a second. But the point of the matter is that it left us on a cliffhanger, and we've been just waiting ever since to see if it would ever continue, thanks to the author's underlying health issues. And then we got this post earlier this morning by the official Ruri Dragon account, basically letting us know that, it won an, award and all that. It got 9th place, but also the author basically said that they're about to deliver good news to everyone, and here is basically the translation of it, by the way. So the translation is, Ruri Dragon's special message by Masaoki Shindo to commemorate achieving 9th place at Kano Manga ga Sugoi 2024. Shindo comments his health is in better condition now and hopes to give some good reports next year. No other news regarding the series resuming has been given. Now, obviously, we don't have confirmation that it's going to be releasing in like a month or two, but we gotta factor this in, okay? It's December. We're already kind of almost in the middle of December, and, 2024 is quickly approaching. With this type of news, with them saying that they're in better condition now and all that, it's all lining up for a potential release or announcement that Ruri Dragon is set to return. If I had to take an educated guess, judging by this information, sometime early January, probably after all of the holidays, we'll get some news on Ruri Dragon if it's going to return very soon or not. And if I would have to say if there's at the earliest the manga would return thanks to this information, probably would be around late or early February. That's probably the earliest I would see it returning. But this is legitimately good. This is the first update we've had in a very long time on the offer, knowing that they are better in health, they're recovering. That's great. That is absolutely amazing news. So this means that it's only in due time now when we'll actually get a continuation of Ruri Dragon, because it's crazy. Like I said, I made this post yesterday, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. I know it's a crazy coincidence. You might assume maybe I know something. I don't. I legit don't. It's just I was thinking about the series yesterday because it always comes back in my mind every so often, because it's a really good manga that was in Weekly Shonen Jump. And so I'm glad to see that there is information out there. Now let's give a little bit more context to Ruri Dragon. So basically, there's so much love for this series that you even have this fan account that actually counts down the days of Ruri Dragon, like how many days has passed since its return, and it's kind of crazy, honestly. It's legitimately insane, just like how many days have legitimately passed since then. So you can see the dedication that is behind the fan base for this series already, and once again, there's only 6 chapters. But let's get into the actual story. So Ruri Dragon, if this is like the first time you ever heard about it, or you're clicking on this video because you're curious or whatever, well, here's the thing. Ruri Dragon is basically a wholesome slice-of-life manga about a girl finding out that she's basically part dragon. And because of that, she has to deal with going through different hormones and stuff of being a dragon, like fire breath, to burning literally the inside of her throat because of fire, growing horns, etc. All these different features of a dragon. And there's a lot of hints and stuff that the chapters do, but basically the direction of the story thus far is that it's very wholesome about a girl just trying to learn how to actually kind of be a dragon, because she is part dragon. So it's good. It's a really cute manga, and I think that because of just how popular the first volume was and the support behind it, it's very clear, I think, that once more chapters start to come out, I could definitely see this easily getting an anime. It's going to 100% get an anime one day, and I am absolutely excited for that. I think many that are fans of this series are excited for that. And the reason why I say that a lot of people also love this is because it was a breath of fresh air. Like, when you think of the stuff in Weekly Shonen Jump, most of the stuff in Shonen Jump is battle shonen, okay? Yeah, there's some psychological, dark stories about maybe supernatural or maybe some sci-fi there or whatever, but overall, like, Shonen Jump is mainly saturated at the current moment with a lot of battle shonen. There is a few slice of life, but there's not, like, something that fits this type of, like, niche. Like, Ruri Dragon is a very niche type of story within the magazine. It is not the exact same. It's kind of like how Dr. Stone was for all those years. Like, Dr. Stone was a very niche series, very different from all the other stuff within the magazine. Ruri Dragon is one of those that is just going to have, like, a cult following, so to speak, and I'm glad. I'm glad to see that, you know, there is a lot of fans and support for this series is building up, and for the most part, the community is legitimately wholesome. Like, everything I've seen from the community that follows this series is very wholesome, very supportive, and so I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see this news finally, at long last, confirmation that the author's health has improved, which means it isn't underlying something that can never be better or whatever. It means that he has improved and gotten better. So just great. Great news. Wanted to bring this to everybody's attention because I know many have been waiting for an update for this for a very long time. So yeah, there you go. If you enjoyed the video and you like this news update, do leave me a like, subscribe if you want more of my content to appear in your subscription feed. It does help me out a lot. And with that, Chibi out.